Sorry for the little bit of time I wasn't on today, or for the past 2 weeks. Um, didn't really, wasn't, you know, I was very tired. I didn't want to, I didn't feel like recording much, and I was very busy with work and whatnot. But welcome back. Um, for some updates on everything, right? Video wise. The audio I recorded a bit ago, I kind of realized I messed up how I spoke. A lot of that was in the past, and I noticed that because I got a lot of comments about hoping that I feel better. I'm much better, It's like I'm very okay. It's not something that bothers me. I definitely worded myself wrong in a lot of it, but just want to let you know that it was not. I didn't mean to make it sound like I was struggling at that point in time, because I'm not. It's and granted, it's one of those things that can affect somebody for a long time, right? Um, and that's a big thing, I think there's a lot of things that affect me, though I don't like to admit it, right? I think my biggest issue right now is honestly just trusting people, trying to be, trying to look for somebody, trying to look for a lie in anybody, trying to look for a fault because that's all I expect, and and it causes a lot of damage to your relationships in life, because especially when you don't really know how to talk about it, you start to make up arguments in your head, things that don't things that don't matter, you know you look at everything as black and white to you, instead of taking the moment to just trust somebody. Be realistic with yourself. You don't do that. You just end up trusting that same part of your head that always told you, this is how it is, right? You end up trusting that part of your head over and over, because what else am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to, am I supposed to just be hurt again? And it's a lot of work to change yourself and, well, be honest with yourself. You hit a point and you have to be honest and tell yourself that maybe I'm wrong about that person. Maybe I'm wrong about my suspicions over and over. And it hurts a lot of relationships that you grow, right? I mean, for example, like, I have, the past few days I've had these fights with my girlfriend at the time. Or not at the time, but at the time I had these fights with my girlfriend, and I didn't realize that maybe I was wrong about what I did. I couldn't find anything. I couldn't be right. And that made me worse, because I wanted to be right. That part of you wants to be right about everything. And if it can't find anything, it thinks that, what has to be hidden better, has to be hidden somewhere that maybe I don't know. But you never find it because it's not there. You don't notice how hard you are on those people and how hurtful you become until that argument and that fight ends, and you just think about it for a second. Like, wow, I just hurt the only person that wanted the best for me, that wanted to take care of me. And it really fucking hurts when you realize that, because you don't mean to, you know? You don't mean to hurt the ones around you. And when you do, it feels like you close up about it. You know, you don't know what to do anymore. And when you don't know what to do about it, you break down. You close up on everybody around you. You close up on them, because now I've gotten into this like spot in my life where I think that they're gonna leave me because of that, because of what I did. Even if they tell you, you know, you're okay, you're never gonna think that. You know, it destroys you, because you want to be better for them. You want them to know you love them and trust them, but a part of you can never bring that. And you know, at a certain point, you can't blame anybody but you, because you allowed that to fester inside your whole life. You're the one who decided to let everybody change who you are. And then when you finally meet somebody who cares about you, who wants the best for you, you hurt them. And it's the most painful feeling, is when you hurt somebody you love when you never meant to, when you just wanted the best for them, when you wanted the best for each other. And you don't do it to hurt them. You're not mad at them. You don't do this or that to hurt them. It's because you're scared. You're scared of being hurt again. And it sucks when being hurt is all you know, because you don't really know how to heal yourself. I was never properly loved, and I take any type of proper love that you or anyone else would look at and, you know, adore, and instead I question it. I think it's a lie. I think it's a way to manipulate me and make me vulnerable. Excuse me. And I'm constantly thinking about, how could they hurt me? And it's never a thought of, maybe they're not hurting you. It has to be they're hurting you. It has to be they're manipulating you. It has to be, you know, they're taking advantage of you, and they don't want you. They don't want to deal with you. They don't want anything to do with you. They want to use you and make you their animal, their circus animal, It's entertainment to them. That's all you think about. And it bleeds into everything. No matter what you do or think, you'll always have a thought in the back of your head that's how it is. And it's a shitty feeling because most of you know it's not that. A huge part of you know it's not that. They love you, they care about you, they want the best for you. But your body will never admit that. You'll always see everybody as a villain. You'll find any reason to villainize somebody. There could be a million good reasons for to stay with somebody, and you'll still find that one reason that's not great. And you leave. You shut yourself out. You deflect. Because that's all you know how to do. You see yourself as, the strong person. That's what you make yourself as. But everyone knows you're not. You're not strong. You're weak. You guard yourself. You make yourself so guarded from everybody. And that's what you do. You see yourself as strong because you've never had to face the challenge of trusting somebody. If you never have to confront your issues, you always see yourself as this strong person because that's all you are. You didn't know any different. And that happened to me. I thought I was strong. I thought I was somebody who could never be hurt and never bothered. But that shit fucking sucks. It pushes you in a way where you don't know what to do anymore. And when you don't know what to do, you break down. Your body doesn't want you to leave. It wants you to stay with it. It wants you to... You want to stay with the part that kept you safe for so long. But there's no reason to be scared anymore. There's no reason to keep your guard up 24/7. Because nothing was done to you. Things could have been done in the past, and that's okay. But did that person ever do anything to you? Or are you judging them? Are you making them into the villain you want them to be? And that's the question that most people don't want to answer. Because either they don't know how to answer it, or they want to avoid that. They don't want to admit that they're wrong. That part of you never wants to be wrong. That part will never allow itself to... That part will never allow itself to be wrong because it has to find something. Especially when things have been hidden from you for a long time. It immediately thinks that, oh, that's hidden. I can't find anything. It has to be hidden. I just haven't found it yet. I haven't done it yet. I need to get it. But you never will find it. And if you keep looking forever and ever, you're going to be stuck in this cycle of fighting and paranoia. It ruins you. It makes you... It makes you into somebody you don't want to be. Nobody wants to be you know, nobody wants to be this sad person their whole life. But you can't beg for something good in your life when you never let it come to you. When something good comes to your life, you shut down, you refuse to let it in. Why? Why do you refuse to let something in? You're scared. You're terrified of what could be. And the longer you're scared of it, the longer it'll take to fight it. The longer it'll take to man up and realize that I'm wrong. You need to let things go in life. You need to let things take its route. You can't be scared forever, you know? You can tell yourself that you're not scared of that. Nothing's wrong. And some people might believe you, but you'll never believe yourself. You know what it's going to come to, and you know that you're just going to be miserable. You're never going to grow. You're never going to get what you really want in life. Because you never let it happen. And I don't think many people want to admit that in their life. Most people want to feel like they're going to be right, and they need to find something that confirms themselves, that confirms those delusions you have. And it ruins everything you love.